Hey y'all, hey, welcome to another video. It's your girl T. In today's video, we are going to recreate the viral mama shirt. And I'm going to show you what I mean by recreation. Recreation is I changed the word. I didn't want to be using mom or what everybody else has, right? Okay, so there's that. So anyway, welcome to my channel. I'm T with DIY with T on YouTube. For my new subscribers, welcome to my channel. Please check out all my other content. Consider sticking around by subscribing to the channel. For my returning subscribers, thank you for continually coming back to show your support. Welcome. All right, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, okay? So I'm going to share my screen. Y'all, the sun is coming in so hot right now. I'm just, woo. Okay, I'm burning up. All right, guys. So I have right here already created it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the first word and I'm going to type it out as wifey. I'm going to type this. Oops, sorry. All right. So now I'm going to just move this down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to the varsity regular font. Okay, varsity regular. Why does that look kind of funny? It does look funny. I think condensed might have been the one that I used, but nevertheless, you can use varsity regular. There's nothing wrong with that. So what I'm going to now do is I'm going to ungroup these, okay? And now I'm going to go over here to the A. After I group this back. All right. Then I'm going to go over here to this A panel. Come on. And then it is bugging. Come on, silhouette. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, guys. So that was my husband rudely interrupting my video. All right, so there is that. But I need to go back because I need silhouette to cooperate, because what you have to do is click on the A button over here and change your character spacing. And it is not letting me be great. Y'all see how it does that? All right, so I'm going to take this word off and we're going to try it again because it has to let me get my... Actually, let's just do it this way. So we're going to lowercase it, okay? I'm going to come up here and I'm going to type in varsity. Lord, this time it don't even want to come up. Okay, there we go. So we got varsity regular, right? Gonna pull this down. And y'all, we're gonna go through this fairly fast, okay? Now we're gonna go object, and then we're gonna ungroup this. We're gonna object, we're gonna group it back, okay? Come on, silhouette. And we're gonna change our character spacing here to 135, okay? So our character spacing to 135, right? Now, what you want to do is go to your offset panel. And y'all, this can be done different ways. This is just the way that I do it. I'm going to make this one be 0.0135. Okay. I'm going to hit the sharp corners because that's important. Okay. I'm going to apply it. Now, while I have the offset highlighted, I'm going to go ahead and change my color. Okay. Now, there's that. Just wanted to make sure I could see my other color behind it. Okay. All right. So now we are going to click this as well as that. And then we are going to come up to object and we're going to make it a compound path. Now, what I'm going to do is click back on here if it will let me be gray. Okay, it don't want me to be gray. So we'll change the color back in a minute. So object, making sure that you have everything because you want to convert each one to a compound path. Okay, so click here. You want to go to object. There's no way that's a compound path, so we're going to select here. Line it up. All right. And we are going to make a compound path. So how you know when you have it a compound path is because this whole thing will select. Okay, so object, click here again, make a compound path. And then to get our color back, all we're going to do is, all right, hold on, we ain't got something selected. So that's our blue layer. There we go, object, make a compound path, okay? So now, come on, select. I'm trying to get the one right behind it, okay? Oops, that didn't do right. Change it to black. There we go, okay? So now I want to select here on the inside. Oh, Jesus, come on here now. Okay, let me ungroup this right quick. Object. Y'all. All right, we're gonna release the compound path. And I'm just gonna line these up evenly. Like so. Object, make a compound path. Object, group, okay? Wait a minute, let me ungroup that one. I see where I need to move. Let me go over here. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, silhouette is being real shady right now. There we go. Object, group, okay? So now I'm gonna turn this one pink, and I'm gonna turn this one blue. And you only need one color of this, so I'm just gonna move this over for now. I'm gonna grab this one again. Now I'm gonna go back to our offset panel, okay? How did our offset panel get to 0.013? I will never know. But we're going to make this a little bit taller, okay? So as you can see, our offset is coming up. And I'm gonna go about 0.1, okay? Sharp corners, I like that. I'm gonna apply it. The offset is still selected. So with the offset being selected and this one, let me go ahead. Now, we're gonna come up here, and we're gonna go to object, and we're gonna make it a compound path, okay? So now what we need to do, because we still have our offset and our other color, So we're going to put that back like that, and that is what we should have. You're going to go behind the line style. Go to the second one up under the paint palette and take that line out from behind it, okay? So this is what we should have. This is just an extra copy. So now we're going to click here and we're going to turn this to college, okay? And I'm going to make this blue as soon as I get to the right palette. Blue, line style panel rather, and hit none. We're going to go back to our offset panel. And this time I'm going to go about 0.095. All right. Remember our sharp corners? Apply it while you have the offset selected. Go ahead. You don't have to, but there you go. So now everything is still selected and you're going to choose your blue layer. Okay. There you go. Object, make a compound path. That's what we're looking for, okay? For our established. Now, our 2021, I'm going to go ahead and choose it to be blue, line style panel, line behind it, none, okay? I'm going to bring it in just a little bit closer. We're going to go back to our modify panel. Our offset panel. We're going to keep it at 0.095. Sharp corners, apply, okay? Go ahead and give it a color. We're going to just give it that color. And then we're going to select our blue. We're going to go back up here to object. And we are going to make it a compound path. Okay. So this is what we are looking for, guys. Now, object. And I'm going to go ahead and group it. Okay. Now, you can make this just a little bit smaller if you wanted to. You can make this. I would make this a little bit bigger. Oops. Hold on, guys. I see our offset back there did not change color. So let me go back a step on here. So you want to click here. That's weird that the offset didn't change the color. But you don't want any line style on that at all. Actually, I kind of want to turn that. There you go. That's what we should have. I'm like, ooh, why do we still see it back there? Okay. So again, that's one of them things you gotta show how when you make a mistake, how you fix it. So that is how you recover that. So if you all see, this is my original copy. I made this a little bit thicker, and I kind of like that thicker. But then I kind of like this too. So anywho, guys, we are going to roll with our first copy, okay? We have a gray shirt. I'm just testing this out. I really want to see how this is going to turn out. So I'm kind of using pink and like a dark royal so that we can see, or she can see, how it's going to look. I try not to do too many mock-ups because ultimately somebody is going to want to see it on the shirt itself. So that's why I keep a whole bunch of smalls. So if you want to see it, okay, cool. And we're going to be using this 405 puff. Now when we make this shirt where it's not a test, we're going to use the Atlanta Vinyls puff, okay? So let's take this off. I've never used this puff. Don't know how this puff works, but we're going to try it out, okay? Oops. And let's see what the instruction says for this puff. The instruction says, for best results, use with thin, stretchy fabrics to cut desired images. Place puff material clear liner down onto die cut mat. That's standard. Use die cut machine. So you want to set your heat press only to 284 degrees for 10 seconds. Okay, so there is that. Let me get this off my hand because I don't like stuff sticking to me. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna move this out of the way and take this stuff down. Or let's just move it right here. Okay, so we're gonna turn our, oops, I don't want to break that. We're gonna turn our, this is for 20 seconds. And 284 degrees, right? Well, can't get 284 exactly on here, but you can get 285. So that's what we're gonna roll with, okay? And we're going to, oops, have you guys not been able to see me? Well, me wasn't important. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to save this selection to my hard drive. And I did this earlier with letters in it, so I need to save it to my desktop, and I need it to go in SVGs, and we need to save this as an SVG as well. Okay. All right, I'm going to now minimize this. I'm going to bring up Cricut Design Space. I'm going to minimize this, change this to the Cricut Explorer Air 3, and I'm going to see if I can upload my image. Desktop, SVGs, and okay. So there is nothing there. So upload, browse. So we'll have to go back to Silhouette and try to figure out what happened. Just making sure it didn't go in here. And this is the only thing I hate saving things in a folder and then you later go back and cannot find it. Like literally 2 seconds later. All right, let's go back to Silhouette. File, save as, save to hard drive. And I guess we'll call this Wifey Plain 2. SVGs, SVG, desktop. All right, so there we go. There we go. Cut image, upload. Click it, apply it to canvas. And I'm going to make this a little, ooh, that's too wide. Right there should be okay. Okay. Now we are going to cut this in 2 separate pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to my layers panel and I am going to ungroup. So I'm going to group these 2. by attaching them, combining them, welding them, and I get one cut. Okay, wifey, it's already welded like that, so there's that. We're gonna pull our mat from over here that we used yesterday. I'm gonna sit that there, and we are gonna go ahead and make it, guys. I have a headache, so if I'm all over the place, forgive me, because right now I literally can't hardly think. All right, so we are going to use this with a mat. The sticky stuff is on my finger again. And all I'm doing right now is just trying to get this last piece of tape up. All right, and it said liner side down on our mat. Oh, Jesus. It looks like that's our liner side right there. And all I'm doing is just lining it up. Gonna come down. Trying to see if I can get as even as possible, guys. Wait, this is our liner. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. So I will say with this one, this 405 or whatever they're calling themselves, I'm gonna just move this over some because, and this is puff, guys, so we do need to mirror it. And the first mat that I am gonna cut is this one, and I'm gonna move it back just a little bit, like right about here, just so I can make sure that I'm lined up well. And we're gonna hit continue. It's connecting to our 3. Now while it is doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and take the moisture out of our shirt. All right, so it does not say what to cut this puff on at all. So we're going to go with, let's browse all our materials. Fabric, foam, foil, iron-on. Vinyl. I do not see a puff setting, guys. Okay, so we're gonna try this with I guess we're gonna do everyday iron-on. We're gonna do more pressure. Go ahead and load it. Go ahead and get our moisture out. Let me grab a lint roller. Y'all know I ain't been able to find my red Scotch lint roller. Hitting the play button. So I'm just using this El Cheapo. I do not like the way that the Cricut Explorer Air 3 sounds. Because when it does it, ching, 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 it almost sounds like something's wrong. So I don't necessarily like that. All right, guys, so I'm taking the moisture out. And then we're going to do the same thing for our blue layer. I don't know how this blue and pink is going to look together, but those are the colors the customer requested on gray shirt, so who am I to deny what they are paying for? So there's that. All right, I'm gonna now fold this in half, find our center line, and I have got to get another mat or build another mat up on this HTV run auto press, because the mat is, it ain't what it's hitting for. Okay, I'm trying to give y'all some more sunlight because I'm at some more light because the sun was just killing me. Now I should have checked, but y'all, why does it look like I still put this the wrong way? And did, I think. Shoot. I think this is the liner, and I kept, no, maybe I didn't. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all in a minute whether I did or didn't. I did. I sure did. Okay. So what we are going to do is Jesus Christmas. We're gonna go ahead and line this thing up again. So the liner is the lighter side on this 405 mess. This is what I get for trying new stuff. All right, guys. But anywho, we're gonna go back to this one, and we are going to what I did. Everyday iron on, more. All right, so we should have our all right, so we have our crease. Okay. Whew, I thought we would at least be layering this, and it doesn't say whether you can puff this on once or. So right after this, we're going to immediately line our second one. At least y'all semi get to see a cut today. And this material actually feels really, really thick. I keep looking, trying to get y'all a view right at it. Let me see what y'all see. Okay. Well, actually. Nope. Anywho, so there's that. Okay, so you did get to see the cut. I'm hoping it cut right, y'all. Okay, so all we're doing right now is just weeding it. Looks like it cut fantabulous. Listen at me, y'all. Making words and stuff, y'all. Okay. Whoa. All right, so there is that. I'm going to now just pull up this little piece here, and I'm gonna lightly go across my mat with this on it, and that did absolutely nothing. So there's that. Okay. We're gonna have a little bit of waste here, guys. I have a little bit of waste, but overall, I'll straighten that part up. Okay. And what we're gonna now do is put our second half on there. I'm gonna leave that just like that. All right. Here is our blue. So the lighter side is the when in doubt. Okay, so this is the side that goes up, because it says liner side down. So there's that. Okay, guys, so now we're going to go back to Cricut Design Space. We're going to click on mat 1. Okay, and we're going to, nope, oops, cancel. Bring it down some. Continue. Oh, grief, it's got to connect again. All right, everyday iron on. Oops, more pressure. All right, let's get our puff weeded. All right, and there you go. And it weeds very, very well. I'll give it that. Very well. I'll give it that. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and y'all, I kind of want to try. You know what? I don't know. I'm gonna try and layer this together, because I don't know how this stuff really works. You know, some of this puff, you can't puff it more than one time, because it definitely should not take us long. Unload the mat. Done. All right, stop sharing the screen, and I'm going to come back. All right, so I'm gonna just close this up. I'll put my mat cover back on in just a second. And I'm literally only cutting off what we need for our project, okay? And I'm gonna set it right here. Hopefully it doesn't roll. Y'all see what happened? I was doing a cup, a tumbler, and the UV wrap caught on my mat. So that's going to be a definite reprint. And I've tried to get it off, but all it does is break. So, oh well. There's that. Oh, let me hit the that boy, that HTV run, it don't give you real time. It's got that auto timing feature, timeout or cutoff, whatever they want to call it. I'm not gonna forget to cut the heat press off, but dang, don't you cut off before I'm ready for you to cut off. We have a love-hate relationship on that feature because it's always like it cuts off before I want it to cut off. All right, y'all. Okay. All right. And I made a little hiccup in that O, but guess what? We're going to keep it because this is ultimately a test shirt. So at this point, we don't really care. It's just a test. And as long as we can catch our mistake and know what we did, with your mind, I should have left this part and took out that part. Okay? So there's that. All right, so let's go ahead and get this puff. Nope, I'm gonna have to press it twice, y'all. I'm gonna have to press it twice because it's not gonna be close enough up. So I will show y'all the peel reveal just as soon as we're done. We got 13 seconds over here, and I will be glad to get out of my office for today because it is extremely hot in here. All right. So we just gonna, ooh, I don't know that I like the wrinkly look of it, but that wrinkly look, y'all, could just be because you know how I cut it twice and it had those zigzag lines. All right, y'all, but it did puff. It puffed wrinkly, but it puffed. So let me put this back on here so I can get ready to show y'all. Y'all, I'm even trying to do better with keeping the mats covered. Terrible. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't really know how to feel about it. Oops. Because the blue we only cut one time, right? But the pink we cut twice. So I can understand it maybe wrinkling up in the yikesy daisy. Good grief. So I could see it, you know, kinda, but it did puff, okay? It puffed. Now, the only part I don't like is this wrinkly effect. But it puffed. It puffed. But I just don't like the wrinkly effect. So we definitely gonna have to try this again. And overall though, her colors that she picked on a gray, that's gonna look good. I'm going to assume that Atlanta vinyl is going to work better for us, okay? think Atlanta vinyl will work out better for us. So guys, this is our project for today. Ultimately, I like it. I just don't like the wrinkleness from the vinyl, but let me bring you guys in for a closer look. Okay, closer look. But overall, it did puff. Okay. All right. So guys, if you have made it this far, thank you for watching my video. It has been a pleasure to bring you yet another video. So the next time you see this shirt recreated or redone, we will be using the Atlanta Vinyls vinyl. And that is already en route to me, so I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, there's that. So thank you for watching. Please crush that subscribe button, crush that like button, leave me a comment, share out the video. And there is that. Have a fantastic Wednesday.